How did Sauron use fear to control Mordor? Have you ever wondered how fear can shape a realm? In the case of Mordor, Sauron mastered this dark art to maintain his grip on power. His rule was built on a foundation of intimidation and terror, effectively controlling both his subjects and enemies. The mere presence of Sauron, symbolized by the ominous Eye of Sauron, filled the land with dread. This fear was not just a feeling. It was a tool to suppress any thoughts of rebellion and ensure loyalty among his followers, including orcs, men, and other dark creatures. At the heart of Sauron's strategy was his overwhelming military might and dark sorcery. The Black Gate and the fortress of Barad-dûr were not just structures. They were imposing symbols of his power. Their sheer size and the threat they represented discouraged any thoughts of uprising. Sauron's armies, led by fearsome figures like the Witch King of Angmar, spread terror through brutal raids and strict enforcement of his will. Sauron also employed psychological tactics to maintain control. The constant threat of punishment, torture, or death kept his followers in check. Orcs and men alike lived in fear of his wrath and the severe consequences of failure. This atmosphere of fear ensured obedience, even when morale was low. The Nazgûl or ringwraiths further amplified this fear. These spectral servants were relentless hunters, embodying death and despair, making them symbols of Sauron's power. Another aspect of Sauron's control was the forging of the One Ring. This ring was designed to dominate the other rings of power and their bearers. The magical influence of the ring created a fear rooted in the loss of free will, binding leaders and warriors to Sauron's will. The knowledge that he sought to reclaim the ring heightened fear among his enemies, as it meant his power could become absolute once again. Within Mordor, fear also played a role in maintaining order among the diverse populations. Orcs, trolls, and enslaved men were kept in line through harsh discipline and the threat of violent reprisals. This atmosphere of terror prevented any alliances from forming against Sauron within his own ranks. Sauron's use of fear in Mordor was multifaceted. It combined military intimidation, psychological terror, magical domination through the One Ring, and strict enforcement of discipline. This created a dark influence that permeated Mordor, ensuring his rule remained unchallenged until the final events of the War of the Ring.